Hi guys, sorry I still don't have a concrete intro. Well, last time we were just about to enter the Thorns. Oh no, shit, I'm fast. I didn't play for a couple of days again. I have to get adjusted to this. Well, last time we were just upon entering the Thorns family mansion, which is the area that we will tackle in this part. I'm a little bit tired and I didn't play for a while. I might be a bit rusty, so we'll see. But the mansion has to be done. Nevertheless, I'm really not a fan of the fact that I have such empty hotbar. I should probably get like some weapon or something. Maybe we will get a new weapon soon. I have 15k, and the more you progress through the game, the more you will like accelerate your character. You will get more money, you will buy better items. So the game kind of gets a little bit easier as you progress, but I think that's kind of normal for ARPGs. It's pretty much like that in Diablo and Path of Exile as well. The more you progress, it kind of gets easier, and then there are some pitfalls here and there, depends. Some power spikes, or difficulty spikes rather. Anyways, here we will meet the Shadowman Toronto, which is the main boss of this area. So let's try to get him real quick. How much damage the melee does? Gets pretty respectable. For this boss, it's rather easy. He more or less just kinda chases you around, but sometimes he does these projectiles, which disarm you on hit, so be careful of those. But yeah, I'm really stupidly fast, so I can kinda just kite him. The only thing that's blocking me right now is the fact that I cannot hit him. Okay, but he does respectable damage though, he does respectable damage. Alright, but that was just the first iteration. The second one is a little bit harder, though I still feel like the Shadowman is not too difficult. But anyways, now we will fall down. Ouch. And we are in the Thorns mansion. In the courtyard specifically. Okay, I guess I will take those, why not? Also, we got a book of skill. So I think I'm actually gonna go with Onslaught this time. Let's get a little bit more melee damage because I'm pretty fast. And aside from the Book of Skill, we also got Rivers of Blood, which is a solid weapon. It's an Elden Ring reference in an area that has Elden Ring music, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, it's the Rivers of Blood. If you've played Elden Ring, this weapon is probably pretty infamous for you, especially if you've played multiplayer. And it's kind of similar to the one in Elden Ring. So it's a regular sword. It has some decent stats. A little bit slow attack speed, it's like a little bit slower sword, but it does have the Corpse Piler skill, which I can right click to activate it. And it says perform dark blood magic to slash all foes around you, dealing massive damage. But it will drain some of my health. But if I strike at least 3 monsters in my area of the skill, I will gain health back. So it like rewards you if you use it inside a big crowd. So it looks pretty much like this. Yep. But it seems the damage isn't too bad for me, like it just gets heart and a half, it's pretty decent. I guess I can actually equip this in my hotbar. Maybe we can use it in some crowd clearing. Anyways, we've just fell through the arena we've been in, and we can escape through the window here into this beautiful, beautiful moonlight waterfall. There's no secrets there though. I wasn't that cliche. But yeah, I'm really fast. I need to slow myself down somehow. But even though I'm this fast, I'm fairly tanky actually. It's really not bad. I feel like I have a pretty powerful character by this point. Okay, so here is a little bit of a tricky secret that only the ranger can get 100%. But you can see up on this roof there is a chest there, and you can actually get it by just simply going up here and right-clicking the chest. I will do it with a bare hand. That's gonna be better. It's gonna be a bit hard with this movement speed, but yeah, you can do it. But alternatively, even easier is doing this. Jumping on top. Not fall. Ah, damn, I'm really fast. I'm stupidly fast. It's gonna be a bit difficult. And just doing this. And here you can get the brilliant armor, which I will actually compare because I wanna see this. So this has a lot of effects. It also has Brimstone, just like the Royal Guard boots. It's Royal Ethereal Berserk. Yeah, I'm kinda inclined to take these. I also like that they have melee damage and they have they don't have the plus 2 movement speed. I don't really want to get speedier. I can't really replace the quiver. And I think I'll keep these because the Ornate Bracers are very, very good. Okay, right now I'm at least not so fast. However, there's a second part of this secret. So there's a chest there, sure. But you can also spot a chain up here and a window over there. So what you can do here is jump up on this, up there, and then catch the chain like that. And then either you can go through here and then go out the window. I didn't mean to say either. You can go through here and then go out the window. And you can enter this little hall area, which has a special room in here, like this. And there's a chest with the Exalted Squire trinket, which is actually very, very solid. I will compare it right now. And also night vision, which... Do I need night vision? I do. I will actually take that. Okay, let's see. So, the brazier... Oh, the brazier has night vision, right? No, it doesn't. It's just that it glows. It's too big, though. But I think I'm taking this because this has a lot of modifiers. Yeah, it even has a plus 2 speed, which I don't really want, but whatever. Okay, let's pop the night vision. And enter the first combat area. So here, this is a little side check. You cannot open this door whatsoever, but what's over there is gonna be important way later. Here we have a little well of blessings. I don't think I have tears on me though, I don't. And here's a little shed with some more healing. Oh, and also there's the merchants. No ender chest, however. Okay, I think for this one I'll eat the apple. And I think we can just begin. I'm gonna try to use the corpse piler here. Let's try to like group them. Oh, there's the best as well. Okay, let's group them. Yeah, that will work. It does very slow damage, you can see it one-shotted. Yeah, I'm really outputting some silly details there. Okay, the Berserker got me there. And my mouse scroll is a little bit broken, so... Let's get rid of the Berserker quick. Yeah, pretty solid weapon, the reversal bolt. I do have the ballista ring, right? That raises the cooldown, that's why I'm like very off. This guy did that house. Alright. Also, be careful if you are struggling with this little combat arena. If you go out here, you will spawn more monsters, so be careful about that. There's no barrier here, there was a little bug with it, so I had to remove it. Because we can probably force fire this as well. Yeah, like it pretty much two-shots these Chanters. Watch out for the Chanters, because they have like a tracking projectile. Yeah, it will like follow you around. It's very, very slow, so if you are fast enough you can outrun it. But just be careful about it, it does solid damage, so... If you are not moving much, it will chase you down. Alright, I'll take this. Okay, so now we are in the actual courtyard of the mansion. There is a couple of things we can do. So first off, we can use the Ornate Sword, which we've got in the Smuggler's Path. We can use it here to unlock the Sarcophagus. And here we have the Executor set, we have the Azure Wand, we have Frozen Shell again, we have a lot of money, we also have a mask, and I'm gonna compare this set real quick because this might be solid. So the helmet, yeah, that is pretty solid. Taking the helmet for sure. Oh, the helmet is not unbreakable, however. Okay, we gotta be careful about it. It's diamond though. Only the chest plate is unbreakable, it's red. Okay, so I have to be careful about that. And they also have thorns on them, which is funny. I think it's a little bit of a shame that it is not unbreakable, though they have some pretty crazy stats. I think these are also better than the braces. Though I do like the effects the braces have. I'm taking these over those. But the rest I don't think I'll equip. I will return the brazier. And here we can also check this bridge, which it says it's collapsed here. But the corruption seems to be fading beyond the bridge. Like, if you look, there's a bit of an environmental storytelling here I've done. So you can see that there's all this like puzzle grass. It's all brown. It's shitty. But over there, it kinda gets better into normal grass, and you can see that there's bridge trees. It's like different. So the corruption is like only around the mansion. So we pretty much gather from this that there is some kinda core of this corruption in the mansion. So before we enter it, there is one more thing we can do. We can go over here. Check this real quick. There's another gate. I don't think there's a chest here though. Nope. But what's important is the little maze we have over here. So this is a little optional challenge area. Let's do it real quick. It's just a hedge maze pretty much, with some traps, some enemies. But there is a very nice reward at the end. Watch out for these. Okay, some stalkers. Can one tap those. Can combo those. Okay, the Daedaluses are quite tanky though. Alright. Oh, these are getting destroyed. So here is the way out, but you don't want to actually go out yet. There is a lot of loot to get. Oh, there is more enemies though. They spawned in. Let's get rid of those. Ouch, that was a lot of damage. Yeah, I kinda got hit through with the entire cone. I'll regain it, Just have to drop some essences. Okay, there's 2. Get them real quick. Alright. Let's get back into the maze. Because the actual reward is on like the upper right corner. That's where we have to get. There's more. And we are running out of night vision, that's unlucky. Not a huge problem though. There's another chest with a mask. We'll take that. There's a berserker. Wow, it looks considerably different without night vision. It got a lot creepier now. Okay, so these are traps. Can easily avoid them though if we don't get knocked into it. Alright, the corpse piler hitting them for some big damage. I can just melee those. There's some more jumping there. Okay. We can just... Oh, there is the battle mage. It's a bit of a stronger guy. Okay, watch out for the reapers, those are strong. Okay, not tanky enough though, not tanky enough. I do a lot of melee damage. Okay, so here you have the pull the lever, it opens this, and here we have the essence. I think that's the first essence we've got. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the first essence we've got. And as it says, you will need 5 of these, and you can then combine them at the handyman to create a reflection, and the reflection is the core component you need to get the masterwork item for that class. Each class has one masterwork item that's like intended for the end game, and it's like a one strong type of gear. I think that the Templar has a weapon, it's a spell, the Ranger has a utility, and the Witch has a mana utility. Witch's item is likely the weakest out of the three, but I'm not too worried about that because Witch is already strong as is, so I think it's not as bad that her masterwork item isn't the greatest, in my opinion at least. It's still good though, it's still good. Okay, I will do some cleaning up. Okay, so anyways, there were some potions, so might as well just use them. Okay, and that's it for the maze, so we can get out of here. It doesn't matter which exit we use. And now we can finally enter the mansion itself. And we go into the main hall. So, this is the mansion. The main hall of it. It's a pretty unique area in my opinion. I've also done some work on setting up like statues. Really done some effects for this area. There's even like a glass roof that we will get to later, so that's pretty cool. So anyways, here is like the main crossing. So we have to get over here, but to get there we need an iron key. Here's the heavy war axe with this lamp for Templar. Let's check over here. Here's the gate that was outside before with the two executors there. We have some money, more arrows. Apple, the steel plates I'm gonna take, those are rare. But we will need an ender chest very soon. Okay, so here is probably my favorite single room in the entire map. Like, if anyone asks me which room is my favorite, it's gonna be the dining hall right here. This whole room was like kinda inspired by Game of Thrones. Like, especially this kind of thing. I know it's not like super specific, like it's a, well, not generic, but it's the usual way the king's dining hall would be set up, right? Like, you have the main table with the king, queen, and their family, and then you have the various dining guests. So it's kind of like that. But this room, there is just so much nice detail to it. I don't even know why I've done so much work on this room. Like, there is a lot of little details, and even though it's a rather small room, it just feels very cozy here. I have to glaze myself a little bit here. I love this room. And I'm glad it's this room because everyone will have to see it, because you do have to cross through this. Progress. So here's some barrels. Here we will have to go up later, but first let's go down. Into there. Wait, what? Into there. There's this little well. And here's a little dialogue. Alright, so this creature in the well is asking us to get something to eat. And he will give us the key for it. The lore of this guy basically is like he's the caretaker of the mansion, or used to be the caretaker of the mansion. And now he's kind of stuck in the well because, as you can see, everything kind of went to shit in the mansion. Everything is dead and corrupted. So even though he says my mansion, he means it as that he was taking care of it. He's not really in the Thorns family, but he is their servant. So he pretty much names them, or names himself as part of the family. And that's pretty much the lore of that guy. Guess this is that. Yeah, that guy got completely obliterated. He's gonna be the Executor shield, which I think, in my opinion, is the best shield in the game. I've even used this a lot, even if I didn't exactly play a shield archetype. Though I really wouldn't recommend a shield with a ranger, because with ranger you use right click a lot and it could become kinda annoying that you raise the shield with it. But that is a pretty solid shield, probably the best in the game. So if you're playing a shield, definitely make sure to get it. Okay, so this is gonna be tricky because there's a double door. We cannot shoot through that. Okay, so we are in the kitchen. Which, all things considered, is also a pretty detailed area. Like, overall, you can see that the quality of the areas goes up. Like, beyond Burnt Estate. Here's the rotten bone that we need for the creature in the well. Like, with Burnt Estate, I think my building quality went up. Like, the areas are better looking, basically. Okay, so let's get back down and give him the bone. Very well, here's the key, haha. Okay, so we got the iron key. He's basically mentioning Toronto, because Toronto was part of the family. And he is now like the protector of the mansion. Alright, and now we will go into the depths. Which we still have time to progress. Let's go through the depths as well. So here is another piece of brilliant Elden Ring music. And here we can see that below the mansion there is quite a lot happening. So if you are wondering, the ambient track that will play right now is the Nokron City from Elden Ring. In my opinion, the creepiest track in Elden Ring. I really love it. Alright, finally, ender chest. We can stash and sell stuff. We also don't need the sword anymore. Let's take all of these, why not? And just stash them back. And let's sell these pieces. I think I can actually also sell these because very soon we will get an insane armor set. So I will have a replacement in case the executor helmet and boots break, which they eventually will. And I think that's all I'm gonna do with the vendor for now. Yeah. I don't think I really need any of these. Though I would like to showcase the ballista totem real quick. So I'm gonna buy it. Can put it like this. And so the objective for this area is to make sure this elevator right here works. We will need to go up. So let's make sure that is possible. Oh, here we can showcase the ballista totem, I think. So let's just place it over there. And I'm dying. So it will kinda go around and it will start sniping the monsters. It's like a supportive totem. But at the same time, it's the most offensive totem in the game. Because it's pretty much the only totem that does like direct damage. I'm now not sure if the slamming totem does damage as well. I think it only stuns. But here it's trying to like target the nearest monster. If there is none, it just shoots nowhere. But other than that, it looks like this. It turns around and it basically tries to shoot whatever nearest monster it targets. And it's dealing pretty solid damage. It lasts for 60 seconds as well, which is a lot. I think this totem is very nice for like boss kill support. I can probably use it in the Toronto fight that is upcoming. Oh, here we got a pickaxe if you wanna be the Dark Souls Elden Ring pickaxe builder. Here you can do that. It's a very solid model as well. We have some more enemies. The totem is pretty long cooldown, but it also lasts very long. And I kinda hope that we will at some point see the damage that it deals. Because from what I remember, it's very solid. Here's the very crazy witch boots. Make sure to get them. Oh, here's the pickaxe. Oh, here's a little gap. I think yeah, it's a bit of a hidden room, like it's over here. It's very hidden. This also wasn't a terrible room to use the ballista totem, but I think I'm gonna keep it for like a boss or something. Or a prolonged fight. There will be one very long fight that I will probably use it on, if I don't forget. Let's make progress. There's gonna be another combat arena. The Guardian is slowing me there. That's uncomfortable. So they are starting to deal quite a bit of damage. Let's line them up. We have get the maximum damage. Nice. Alright. It's pretty easy. Though I did receive quite a lot of damage there at one point. Let's get into the floor 2. We are a bit higher now. The upper floor of the depths. Okay, here's a Ravager. Let's try to get rid of these fungi demons. Alright. This guy's gonna explode. Alright, here's a little helmet. Ouch. Thankfully that didn't do much damage, but it looked very scary. Okay, the Nocturne music is back. I was afraid it kinda ended. Oh, okay, we out. We need to get rid of these. Alright. Here's the conscription banner for Templar, Participate Trinket. Oh, I forgot about this area. There's Old Root as well. So this area I think is the creepiest in the game. This one has the most horror vibes. Okay, here we have a hideout, which, even though I would like to use the masks, I think we kinda have to progress now, so let's skip it. Let's just go. Old Root introduces a new enemy. The Incubus, which is right here. So this enemy has a very special effect. If I look at it, you can see and hear that like I'm getting all dizzy and my ears are messed up. It's like such an eldritch horror that even our characters cannot really look at it for too long. And yeah, it's a support enemy that will try to disorient you through fights. Thankfully they are not used as often. They will be in this area quite a bit, obviously. But other than that, they are not used as often. So they can be rather disorienting, so... Even though they don't really do like direct damage or something, they do have that kind of utility. Yeah, it's especially bad in Old Root, because Old Root is such a clunky area. You have to jump around everywhere. There's another guy, but I don't think I can get him. So Old Root is very dangerous. There is plenty of places you can fall. There's also like the knockback arrows, skeletons. Yep, like that. See, that was pretty scary. So watch out for that. I was a little bit funny in this area. A little bit funny. This whole area is kind of inspired by Dark Souls. It's pretty much Blight Town. You cannot really see it, but it's like a bulbous root. It gives some immunities, and there's a riposte shield. I don't want any, so I'll just skip them. But here it's pretty important to follow the path, because you can kinda get lost in this area. Okay, here's the hardest jump. Not too hard for me with this kind of speed though. But if you're slow, definitely watch out. Make sure to maybe strip some armor if you're too slow. And here's the decisive jump. Whoop. Okay, and here don't make the mistake of falling down, okay? You have to fall on this, because we've already been there, and go through here. It's a bit of a bait there, so watch out. Here's a Templar secret. There's some more enemies to fight. This is a corpse pillar though. Alright. The corpse pillar is actually very good for those little maggots as well. Why am I getting so spammed? Let's just do that. I can't. Okay. Here's another vendor. I mean, why not? When I use the potion. Accidentally step into mushroom. Okay, here's gonna be a pretty crazy fight. I'm gonna take the Gapple for this. Oh, it's a berserker. I almost did not see that. So that's another caster. Alright. So there's this fight for the vault. It's a pretty crazy one. I think I can use the totem here. That will be a pretty solid place to use it. Alright. Ooh, see? It one-shotted the little guy. Just pretty solid damage. This course pilot moment for sure. There's gonna be a lot of enemies here. Let's get to work. We especially have to watch out for the impaler. The totem is still shooting. Just slowly clear everything out. Use our AoE. I'm getting kind of triggered around. Ooh, I did impaler there. Okay, we have some crowd control now. Berserker as well. There's a blood time. Alright. Let's get rid of the Necrolord as well. Alright, and that's it. Oh, and that's my helmet. There's my helmet gone. Okay, that's not good. I did not expect to lose it that fast. Oh, that's illusions, I forgot. I'm already like brain dead doing my combos. Okay, so this is not good. The boots only have like 47 durability. But here is some pretty cool items. So we open this vault. Here you can get the Book of Mensis, which is pretty crazy offhand. Though you have to be careful, the stats on it are rather shit. But it like influences a lot of different spells. However, if you're not the witch, there's still plenty of nice items to get. Got a bunch of money, some crafting materials, arcane power. It's still solid, it's still solid. Okay, here we can progress. The encounter music will stop soon. And here is gonna be the biggest fight of this area, and that's where I'm gonna end the video as well. Let's heal up. And that's gonna be the gladiator arena. So here, as we can see, there's quite a lot of things happening over there. We got some random stuff, though I could take the helmet, because why not? I don't have any other helmet. It still does some it still has some decent stats. Also the lucky coin, which is a bit of a fun item. Another pickaxe if you want it. But here it's pretty obvious that we have to follow the arrows. Alright. Let's jump in. This is like a main encounter of this area. It's not really a boss per se, though there is like a boss unique. But it's not the final boss of Dimension. It's like one of the main areas. Alright. Avatar gave us a little bit of exposition, and I think this is exactly the time that we use the totem. Start shooting. Get some little enemies. There's gonna be a lot of enemies in this area as well, so also watch out for the dangerous terrain, like this red one right here. That's nice. It will give you a lot of debuffs. Almost AD impaler there. Oops, mistake. I'm very rusty. little boy. Don't rip that out of context. It's still on cooldown. There's even more and more enemies. Yeah, this is a bit of a mayhem. Get some that I did not mean to do that. Let's get some crowd control in here. I shouldn't have eaten that. Okay, we got them lined up there. Keep killing, keep killing. The Thorns Butcher is happy. And there he is. And it's basically a buffed up berserker. Decide to use the totem? It's really nice. I didn't see the damage, but it was something sword, something sword. It does... The Ballista Totem really does the heavy lifting. I think it was actually a pretty solid pickup. Yep, that was a pretty solid hit. Alright, so that was the encounter, the final encounter of this area. I think I can take like 2 potions, why not? Let's take back the Gapple, some more potions, and another Gapple. Okay, so that's about it for this arena. That was one of the craziest arenas in the game, and I think here we end this part. We are just right on time, and in the next part we will finish the Thorns Family Mansion.